I can move my toes.
Show us.
I can move my toes.
Wow. Can you bring your foot up?
Praise Jesus.
Hey!
Oh, hey!
You were healed. You can walk.
Wow.
Let's see. Let's see. Come to us.
Yeah!
So they rushed me to a clinic nearby and gave me a steroid injection in my hip to open up the passageways and get me to breathe. And they hit my sciatic nerve. We didn't know at the time. I just knew that it was the most excruciating pain that I've ever felt in my life. I remember just screaming, "Mommy, make it stop." Just from there, lots and lots of physical therapy, lots of visiting doctors, and lots of doctors telling me I would never walk again. So we went to go see Dr. Williams, and he listened to me and looked at my leg, and he was like, "I think I have an idea." And so he went and got a boot and put me in the boot. And with a boot and crutches, that was the first time I ever took steps in the past 2 years. And I remember me and my mom were just crying and so excited just to see some sort of progress. For a doctor for the first time to say, I'm with you and I'm gonna help you and we're gonna figure something out, it was just the coolest. Dr. Williams referred me to an orthotist here in town who, when I went to see him, he was the same way. He was just believed in me and just wanted to come up with something that would work to get me active again, to get me on my feet. I told Steven, I was like, I want to see what you do in the back when you make my brace. I want to see you work with other patients. I want to shadow you. And from the age of 15, I was certain that this is what I wanted to do with my life. Working with him made me realize that I want to do what he's doing. I want to believe in my patients the way that he believes in his patients, and I want to instill hope in them, that your life doesn't always have to be this way. Every day that I'm in the clinic and working with you guys, I am just reaffirmed over and over and over that I'm in the right place. I love to create, and I love to problem solve, and I just love the artistic aspect of it, but I also just love seeing the look on the patient's face when you're giving them something that is comfortable and that they can walk with. This past few months have been just really, really, really rough. Just on top of the normal pain that I feel, I felt like my brace was breaking and causing internal pain that wouldn't be fixed by getting a new brace. It's exciting to have a device that helps me walk, but at the same time, I never wanted to be fit in a new brace every time, because it means new calluses and new blisters formed, and I can't feel my foot, and so I don't know until the end of the day that my foot is actually bleeding. And I got a phone call from my mom letting me know that Dr. Williams had passed away, and I think it affected me way more than I thought it would. He had an extreme amount of faith, and when he passed away, I think something that stuck with me was that his wife said that he is with the great physician now, and that he's on his team. Without him here, where do I go? Who do I see? Every other doctor said that I wouldn't walk in, and so am I just gonna backtrack now? And so I've just kind of been filled with that, just kind of fear. But I think at this point, 10 years later, I kind of just assumed that it would never, it was God's plan for me, and that He's used it to do great things, and I've seen His goodness in the situation, and I think that that was carrying me along. I was almost like desperate to just be healed. If I was being honest with myself, I don't think that I had really believed in a while that that was possible for me.
A lot of you guys know what I've been going through and how much pain I've been in. And things have been pulling me aside. I was to the point where I was like desperate. And desperate to be healed and desperate to be without pain.
If God can do miracles, I want him to heal me. We went to church and we pulled up, and we could hear the music just like blaring outside, like something is going on in there, like, and it was beautiful sounding and just like alluring. And as we walk up, I'm just like already tearing up.
When I walked in, I felt, me and Josiah just felt like the presence of God, like I never felt it before.
They said something about the Lord wanting to restore today, and wanting to heal and restore, and that if anyone needed prayer to come up. And my husband looked at me and he was like, I think that's your cue.
One thing that just blew me away is that these people don't even know me, and they love me so much. Like, I don't know how you could love someone so much without even knowing them, but man, they have Jesus in their hearts. And they just like fully embraced me, and like one lady had her hand on my heart and another lady had her hand on my back, and they're just praying words in English and then words like I've never heard before, and my body just goes numb and tingly, and like, you know, like if any of you guys know me, like my foot is numb, like it's been numb since I was 13, and tingly, like I fell asleep and my whole body went tingly, and it was scary, and I started hyperventilating, and they just started leaning me back, and I felt like I was gonna fall, and they're like, rest in Jesus, and I was fighting it, I think, at first, and they were like, give it all, rest in Jesus, and they told me to just say, thank you, Lord, thank you, Jesus, over and over, and louder, and not to hold back, and so I just kept, as loud as I could, and I just started hearing a voice that was saying, in me you are strong, in me you are strong. And I didn't grow up in the church, and I have a bunch of scriptures memorized, but I felt like there were specific scriptures that came to mind that I don't think I've ever read before. And I just like slowly started to be able to move my toes, which, guys, it felt like my foot, which was a stone, like wouldn't move. Like I could lift my toes.
Amen. Would you guys just touch over here? Do you guys know her? Yes? So Father, we just pray now for supernatural breakthrough and a brand new world. We say supernatural breakthrough.
They encouraged me to take a couple of steps, and they were so shaky, and it was just like the steps I had taken before, but as I kept stepping, it kept getting like better and better.
And they called Josiah over and they asked him to pray over me, and I just kept hearing, in me you are strong, in the name of Jesus you walk. And I walked. And every hour since then I've gotten stronger. And I can't explain it. I can literally walk.
Hey! Yeah.
Wow.
It's not real. And I'm waiting to wake up.
Before this happened, I just thought that this was God's plan for me, but I don't think I experienced that level and depths of love that he had for me, and that he didn't want me to be in pain, and that it was never his plan for me to not be able to walk.
I walked with a brace like this for the rest of that time. Like, I've been without the ability to walk for almost a decade. And I wanted to walk so bad. This is a game changer.
I don't ever want to stop praying for God to work in my life and in the people around me, because he will. If you ask him and you truly believe it, he will in his timing. I just can't believe that I can wiggle my toes.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll never forget. We will never forget, God. Oh, God, miracle sign.